See if you all. I believe so. It's tested now. Salaki, are we on? All right, send out the roll call.
That's on Spice name.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. For YouTube, what you about to? Let me send that out to people. Did you put it in the group me?
Why is it random letters? It's bugged out. That's what I hate. You know, boy, that is-
Did you all put it in the group me? Did you all put it in the group me? Please respond. Huh? All right. Well, we on live? Okay. I mean, it's right.
The brother Farar Shapat usually sends out the mass by three.
All right. So, Shalom. You all can hear us. Please confirm. I'm trying to find the page here. All right. All right. All right. Khan. Please, yes, pass out the word Baba Kushar to the brothers. I don't know, we on another channel. It's sad but true that Esau is yet we are starting so late, over an hour and a half late because Esau and his technology. On a normal page, they will not let us go live on CMS Chicago sit downs. They wouldn't let us go live. We've had to go right, the main one, right? So Brother Tazwai tried, Brother Shapadians, and they let us go on live. It took an hour and a half to get to that, which lets you know that they did that shit intentionally, right? which is cool. You know, they want to quench the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but it's not going to happen. All right. So, hey, I don't know how long we'll be on tonight because we had such a late start. But through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we won't quench the spirit. We won't force it. We won't quench it. If Yahweh willing, we'll just stay in it. Water to you, Akim, who are tuning in. And excuse me, I'm a little under the weather, and I'm hoarse from teaching last week. I'm cussing out those fucking two-thirdites and the heathen. Just put curses on them through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. And I must say, kudos to the Akim out in Dallas. The scripture said, matter of fact, get that. Let another man esteem you. Okay? Let another man praise you. Because it was real edifying watching how those brothers held their decorum in the midst of adversity. And if hey, Yaki, can you pull up that channel so we can get the exact name of the page?
Chicago. Oh,
No.
That video.
Yeah. So he's on point though.
The video with the faggots.
Good, brother.
The video. I got the link. I got it.
Proverbs 27, verse 2. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth.
The Most High said, let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth. Right now, we see in the spirit of Most High, how about Shai, there's a couple fucking bummites that's getting kicked out of Greek GMS, and it's still going on. It's still going on. After the Passover, the Most High, before the Passover, the Most High was doing it. During the Passover, the Most High was doing it. After the Passover, immediately, Most High was doing it. And not even to now, he's still doing it. This is it. We have to live right. Period. We have no other choice. We have to live right. If we don't live right, the Most High is going to kill us. Right? We have to be obedient to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High is putting judgment out there, man. He's putting judgment out there. That shit that wouldn't happen in fucking Orlando. I just did a little brief, sit down on it. That was judgment of the Lord. That was beautiful. And they don't want to hear us say that, but it's the truth. But this is the time we're living in. We're going to see, man, fantastical, magnificent, amazing. Finish that scripture, but give me you're gonna see so much things that you won't believe. Marvelous to behold. Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 places that say the same thing. So you can either any one of them, you can get all of them. I don't care.
Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth.
So let another man praise you. Let them stop looking for glory, man. Matter of fact, give me the story in Luke, I believe, of the Pharisee versus the publican prayer. All right, because I was going over there, I put that in the lesson, and this experience back on. We men of the Lord got to be humble, man. Humble, man. We ain't shit. We don't do the work of the Lord for fucking vain glory. Any kudos you get, it just lets you know you're on the path. And stay on the path. Baba can show you how please help you stay on the path. All right, you got this one
Says, a stranger and not thy own lips.
a stranger and not thine own lips. So you should be wanting to be somebody. I did this, I did. That's how you know somebody's fucking wicked. They gotta say, well, I did this and I did that, and then I told him myself and the back. That's right. Ask for some precepts. But
This is Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
So we're supposed to present ourselves, our bodies, a living sacrifice. We've given up the world, we've given up the glory, we've given up the esteem of man and seeking the esteem and glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now he said our righteousness is of filthy rags. Let's get that scripture. All right, what else? You know what I had called?
About Pharisee.
Baba Kasha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Speak out loud, brother. You
Luke
got fans going on.
Luke 18:9. He spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others. Two men went up into the
So
temple.
wait a minute. Whoa. Come on, read that again. Because, you know, I did a sit down the other day on this an exhortation on what it is to be a leader. All of us, no matter if you, the apostles, to the heads of camps, to the men of camps, all through them, the camps, we are all leaders. We are the face and the sign of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, as Yahweh Shai was the face and sign of Yahweh. We are in this together. We're one body. When pride seeps in, that comes before a fall. Somebody get that. And somebody get it in pride is the beginning of sin. Because as soon as you think that you've been in this truth for some period of time, it doesn't mean if you've been in here a week or if you've been in here for 30 years, if you fall off tomorrow, it don't mean shit. We're not guaranteed to live tomorrow. If we live today, we're not guaranteed to be in the truth tomorrow or today. The Most High has put us into the truth because He decided to put us in the truth. And we must say, Tawada Yahweh, please keep me in the truth. And we must humbly come before Him like that every fucking day. Because pride wants to seep in. Pride wants to go tear you down. Pride wants to make you think you're better than a brother. Pride wants to go ahead and make you think that you know something. Knowledge puffers up. And that's the reason why people are still falling the fuck out, because they think they fucking know instead of humbling down to the order of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the problem with Nate. That's the problem with Johanna. That's the problem with all these motherfuckers out here, man. Anybody who's contrary to the order that the Most High set up. The Most High set this order up. We didn't set it up. So we must follow what the Most High say. And that's what shows you what real soldiers are about. There's always a general, and it was always a head top king. It was always a person in charge. Humble your necks to the man of the Lord. If they got rank over you, you're supposed to look at them as a father, as a big brother, as a friend, as a leader. That's the reason why the Most High is about to destroy all these motherfucking wicked ass niggas, man. This is it. Just like He destroyed that Orlando gay bar, as I see motherfucking destroying these niggas all last year, as He's destroying Venezuela right now, as He's going all around this world and fucking shit up, and it's right in front of our faces, a kingdom being translated from one to another, and we don't even know shit. I'm sorry, brother. I'm hot. That shit, the fucking enemy, the devil fucking tried to stop us. We went for an hour and a half trying to put this up, man. They want to squelch it, man. They want to silence the truth. And then you got motherfucking niggas seeing a big battle that we got, and they want some fucking pride to come in. Go ahead, brother. Select it.
That's the spirit. This is Sirach, first chapter, 30th verse. Exalt not thyself, lest thy fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so Yahweh discovering thy secrets.
As soon as you exalt yourself, man, Most High said, I'm going to fucking destroy you, man. As soon as you exalt yourself, Most High says, there you go, now you falling. Going back to the prayer, brother.
This Luke 18:9. And He spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others.
So, read it again.
It's Luke 18:9. And He spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves.
So this is a parable to anybody who think you actually know something and you trusted in yourself and your knowledge and your wisdom as if you actually done something and you deserve something. Go ahead, brother.
This Isaiah 65:5, which says, stand by thyself, come not near to me. I am holier than thou.
That's the idea of these wicked two-thirdites who think they fucking know something. We don't have to justify our motherfucking selves. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai will justify us in the end. We don't give a fuck what you think. We're not looking for glory. We're not looking for honor. We're not looking for praise. We're looking to please Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. To atone for our bullshit. And motherfuckers want to make it whatever. We don't give a fuck. Scoffers, we don't give a fuck. I'm praying to the Lord not to destroy me. When it comes to the brother, I'm looking at what can I do for you, brother? What can I do for you, brother? You have some need, brother? Well, I ain't got that much, brother. But I'll give you what I got, brother. Is it more than that?
Yeah. And I got another one. Isaiah 65:5, which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day.
Most I say I'm pissed off all day. This is a fire. I don't want to smell it. It's like a fucking wicked ass blunt, a wicked ass cigarette, cigar shit that come in your nose when you walk by. You're like, what the fuck? Most I said that's what it's like. All right, go back to the parable, brother.
Okay, it's Luke 18:9. He spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others.
So they in themselves think that they're righteous. It's all about the law. You see Nathaniel? You know what I'm saying? All these other groups who think they got it. Well, we've been here for all these years. Well, we didn't disappear. We're still out there. Yeah. Where's your videos? Where's your teaching? All right. Most High set up this unicorn that was prophecy that was going to be fulfilled to use this internet. Most High set it all up, man. The righteous are going to be proven to be the righteous. Right? And we hope to be proven to be the righteous. But we can't, in our minds, in our hearts, in our thoughts, think that we're somebody. We can't think that we've done something that, I mean, I ask this question to brothers from time to time. Do you think so far in your faith, in your walk, you've done enough to make it to the kingdom? How about Shem Yahushua? Can you say that? Can you say that you've fucking done enough? As right now, we cool. That's why he vexed, Yahushua vexed Peter. He said, do you love me? Feed my flock. You love me? Yes, I do. Feed my flock. He got so vexed. I love you. Feed my flock. That's what it's about. It's about feeding the brotherhood, man. You want to get you a great name? Do some lessons. Get out there. It's like
Me personally, I just hope my Lord show mercy. It's a little bit
That's right. All right, it's more than parable. Let the parable
It's Luke 18:10. Two men went up unto the temple to pray. The one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank thee that I am not as other men are.
So you are seeing these feminine worry about other niggas, man. Worry about your goddamn stuff. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. If any of these certain people, castaways, getting kicked out, you know what I'm saying, for petty ass shit like that, man. Most High about this. Most High is judgment. Give me that judgment against Israel. It's still until the Most High redeem us. It's still gonna be judgment on Israel, man. And the Most High gonna deal with these niggas, man. And Great Millstone and IUIC and GOCC and to them motherfuckers, by the way, they where we camped at and been camping at. These stupid motherfuckers first used to be across the street, well behind where we used to camp when we dusted our feet off on State and Van Buren. Now we move over to somebody going to take care of that order. Go to the side door. Take care of that for me. Somebody got a couple dollars. No, I for the family. Here you go. I don't know if it's enough. Check if you need anything.
You want that?
Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Peter 4:17. It says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
The Most High is not finished with us. We're under microscope. We're under the glass, all right, man. Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He said, I behold all things. Nothing is hid from him. So you thinking that you looking at another brother like he's not doing something, worry about your damn self. Because now you got a beam in your eye. Now when someone does something that is clearly righteous, you know. When someone does something that's clearly wicked, you know. You know what I'm saying? And then the things that's not outside your pay grade, if you deal with somebody, let the elders handle it. You think the elders are blind? You think the elders don't watch? The apostles watch. They don't always comment. They don't always chime in, but they watch videos. All right? We other brothers from the States, we watch videos. We look at the things that we see.
Okay, and then if anything slip our eyes, then Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that the angels watch, and they get that report. And what the scripture say? Nothing is secret. That's right. That should not be made manifest. It's gonna come out. But I'll finish this. It says, and if it first began at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
But what's going to end of them that don't obey? ICBM nuclear missile fire. You used to sing the song.
He came back up last Saturday. Nobody, few brothers tried to.
Oh wow! Oh, you know what? I was too hot in spirit, and I'm so hard not to do it. So I wanted to play with. All right. So back to the parable.
Okay, that's Luke 18 and 10. Two men went up into the temple to pray. The one, they said first, it should say nigger.
Right. Well, Pharisees. There were some righteous Pharisees.
Right.
Paul was a righteous
This
Pharisee.
particular one, right?
Well, no, but this, you're right. You're absolutely right. That was a motherfucking big transmission because he first of all worried effeminate, so worried about another man. That's where a lot of these problems come out. Another person's worried about another person. I was, he think he only been in the truth about 2 years. I don't know how you think he want to be somebody.
When it says what measure you meet, or the measure you that's the measure. How does it go? What measure you meet?
Same was to be given to you. Yeah.
Right. Can you just pull up that? Matthew 7.
Aaron, hold on.
See why y'all look.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe that's just on my computer.
Oh, yeah.
Like verse 3.
Go ahead, brother.
Matthew 7 and 2. For what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again.
So the Most High said, you sit there judging somebody else as if he did this, he did that, he committed adultery. What? Just because, first of all, I know the brother personally. He was dealing with his baby mama years ago, and she, like every other woman, was dealing with many men. We are the all adulterous nation. And not one time was he dealing with one soul. You don't know that goddamn woman. You don't know all who she lay with. You're dealing with another man's metal and another man's affairs. And to certain brothers, you get common with brothers, and then brothers feel like you can be all in your business. So you don't have to tell all the brothers all your business, because some things brothers not going to receive. That's in the scriptures, man. And it's not that you're better than somebody. You just got to judge somebody's character, man. If you see that person is not a level, a spiritual level that is mature, you have to be careful around that brother. And I talked to Pastor Rambam. He said it's a shame it's got to be that way, but you can't be open with everybody. You have to be. We're soldiers, man. And the scripture said, "Give me this." A brother will utterly supplant. I don't know if the Most High got me on the conduct right now in Joshua, but I'm going to follow what the Spirit say. We got to fucking act better. And I'm talking to myself. What on, brother?
This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 4. Take ye heed every one of his neighbors, and trust ye not in any brother. And trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slander.
So Most High said, man, you better watch. Now, it didn't really mean the men of the Lord, the elect of Yahweh Shai, because the real elect is going to be there because you learn what the brotherhood's all about. But guess what? We got 2/3 of our people are false, and a lot of them, according to the scriptures, are called but won't be chosen. And the proof of that is Matthew 25 about the 5 wise virgins and the foolish virgins. What they were doing, they were virgins, meaning what? They were trying to be running for the law and statutes, commandments, Yahweh Shai, be part of the men of the Lord, trying to do the work. Most I said many are called. Well, he called a whole bunch, but he only choosing the 144,000. And we're fighting to be a part of, hoping to be a part of. But saying, I damn near be, I don't care if I'm a 1/3, please let me make it on the first go round. Baba Kushan.
This is second Esdras 8, and I'll start at 48. It says, "In this also thou art marvelous before the Most High, in that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous."
So the Most High said, hey, that's an excellent scripture. Read it one more time. When we break it down little by little.
Khan, it says, and the brother GMS inquired early. It says, "In this also thou art marvelous before the Most High."
The Most High said, first of all, you're already marvelous, man. If you're part of this elect, why do you think he picked you? Why do you think he chose us? He said he's going to pick the cream of the crop. So if you're in a running, you already supposed to be on the level. So why you worried about anything else? Why you need any more glory? Why? Because now you're going into pride. I want that too. You got that in no, Sirach. Pride is the beginning of sin. All right. Baba Kushan.
It says, "And that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee."
And who was all so-called groups out there get on their own men, their own brothers, man? We cuss us out openly, say no, rebuke before all. So they all may fear. This is how the world's going to be run. By order. By Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. If you're going to resist the will of the Lord, you're a fool because you can't do it. He will bend you, man, with that ICBM nuclear missile, with the FEMA camps, with the martial law, with the swords, with the riots, with the fucking famines, with the fucking death, because you refuse to bend your head to the power who gives you life to live, move, and have your free being. Breathe, play, run, jump, work, build, drive, whatever your pleasure is, man. I don't give a fuck if you love blowing spit bubbles, goddammit. The Most High gave you this opportunity to do it. Go ahead, brother.
It says, "In that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous."
I'm cut. Everyone should be cut. What have we done to be glorified amongst the righteous? Already entering in on another man's work. Woke up to men who were doing it dozens of years before you. Coming here basically with a pamper on, calling myself chief priest. Calling myself, you know, the brothers around, the way they mistreated me, they're not real brothers, even though he gave me $700 and he said, you know, I don't have to pay him back, even though he gave me a job, even though he let me live in this house. The motherfucker, you're so fucking simple-minded, you don't see the big picture. Maybe your ass is fucking wrong. Your pride, man. Pride fucking is the seed of fucking the serpent, man. He's got the pride. White man got the pride. Anybody who gets pride in themselves is following after him, man. Your father from the beginning. You got to remember, I'm fucked. I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that, and it's all worthy of death. No man of the Lord can sit in that except if you like the AGM have, coochie, or can't say that they haven't been an adulterer. But then spiritually speaking, they still was, because them little kids were going to church and doing the Easter thing, and the whole do not the way I'm too. So all these brothers, Job said, who perished being innocent, man? If we perish, then we know. So if we all perish being innocent, how the fuck do we have any leg to stand up to act like we anything over another brother?
Right. You ain't get caught in one thing. You know what I'm saying? All of the shit that you know you've done.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Then finally you get rebuked on something, and he, like I always say, even if it was wrong, scripture say something wrong.
Get that.
You know?
No, get that in Peter, brother.
And
let's get to some of these scriptures, man. The spirit is hot in me, bro, because that shit with Esau vexed me, the whole nine vexed me, and we don't got a whole lot of time. And you know, we'll follow the spirit, man. Fuck it, man.
I can make a video on my goddamn self. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? All the bullshit, man.
Right.
So why I'm gonna sit up here and try to defend myself? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Fuck
Right.
that, man. Defend the gospel.
And you already know we've been kicked out a couple times anyway. With
This is Rock 10 and 9. Why is the earth
You can
Hey,
start at 7, then go to 9, then 12.
yeah,
You
kind
jump around.
Sirach 10 and 7. Pride is hatred before the Most High and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity.
That's right. It's like a GMS 2 short said, "Giving rebuke shows character," and I will add to that, taking rebuke shows character.
That's your card. That's your card.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's Chicago, Hallelujah. That, you know, but you take it like a man, you act like a man, you receive it, you say, Salaki, I went off. You know, Salaki, you know, you really don't even have to add too much after that. Because all that shit, I wasn't really trying to do so. It really wasn't, man, I'm sorry. You know, I love you, my bad. Just be humble, man. Say, fuck it. Y'all make mistakes. Y'all can do better. That's why we are work in progress, man. All right, let me finish that story. We're going to get the rest of the precepts.
Yeah, no, he gets free.
Okay. You still reading the precepts?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
sorry
is
about that.
Sirach 10 and 7.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Pride is hatred before the Most High and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Why is what?
Earth and ashes proud.
Why is earth and ashes? You got about shit, piss, and remember the dude that had the shit, the white man, he walking by and he had shit on himself and he was a bum. You know, yeah, you remember that?
This is the body of death.
Yeah.
So what is pride at? This flesh is subject to sin. What the fuck is that we proudful about, man?
Right.
That's why I say before the Lord and man. Hey, people hate a proudful motherfucker. Like if a nigga would just raw sell his sports and would just prideful as hell, you wouldn't like his ass. You want him to lose. That's the name of the one Mayweather to lose.
And LeBron, that's why a lot of people don't like LeBron.
LeBron is very humble. He's been taking the high road. He's gonna do anything. He just said it about the comment Klay Thompson made.
I should not have ever mentioned LeBron. Salakia.
I forgive him.
That's
It's like, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker.
the beginning of pride is what?
When one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker.
So when you first think that you did something, you're looking at who? Yourself. When you're thinking, woe is me, everybody's against me. Man, if it surely was, we're going to read this, and I want to come back to this. We still got a little bit more than that, because the Spirit will come back. Please get that Peter.
I got the. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Come on, brother.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2. We'll start with verse 19. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward Yahweh endure grief, suffering wrongfully. What glory
This
is it?
is the perfect scripture that proves the elders right with their judgment, the brothers in the various camps righteous in their various judgments. Because if someone was actually wrong in their judgment to that brother that got them in the hot seat, and they took it cheerfully, like Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai say, take cheerfully, they wouldn't be doing any videos coming against the men of the Lord, saying that they did this, they did that, they did this, they did that, they did this, and they did that, and y'all don't even know the secret to it.
I
This
didn't
person-
do this.
I didn't do that. Right.
I only want one woman. The whole. How do you know how you gonna feel in the kingdom, man?
That's right.
The
Man.
fuck out of
Hey,
here.
but no,
man.
that's straightly against prophecy, though. Isaiah the 4th chapter and the first verse says, read, let's get it. Get it.
Which one?
Isaiah 4:1. Because this is a future prophecy. You say that this is not going to happen to you in the kingdom, then you're not part of this number.
Right.
I'm going to call it real, man. It's real judgment, man. Most I don't fucking play. And the Lord's trying to teach us real judgment, and I'm trying to learn it. So we got to stay in the spirit to get it. All right? And then we got to still don't think highly of our fucking selves, man.
Hey, if a man think you know anything, you know you also know. The Lord is the one that gives us the knowledge.
That's right, man. It's going to the Lord. How can another man understand it? How can a man understand his way?
Where's pride? When shit, you need to will yourself to the end of the knowledge. You need to will yourself. You can't will yourself to do what's right all the time.
Huh.
Shit.
Right? Hey, you can't will yourself to wake the fuck up.
Right.
The spirit got to quicken you.
Shit. Niggas can will some shit. They wouldn't have so many damn kids they don't want.
That's right. Come on.
Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
So that's the prophecy. It said, in that day, what day? When the Most High restores the kingdom. 7 women. That means a complete amount of women for you. Willing to accept that, you want to be up some one goddamn woman's ass like that, and you're going to get destroyed on this side, man, and have a whole bunch of bitches in the kingdom.
And that nigga ain't a brother, man. Hey, the prophecy says that one man shall become a nation. How can one woman bring forth all on this side, but we gonna love them in the man? We do love them on this side, man. We wouldn't go out there and cuss their ass out. And once they be proven a demon, that's when they we say fuck you, man.
That's the part they don't get. Esau teach that love is letting shit go with being the right person. No. Love is when you show that you fucking care. If somebody does something wrong, you get mad at it. I don't care about the motherfucker. I don't care what they do. Ain't no skin off my ass. So why would I give a shit? If you care about something or somebody, when you love something, you get angry when they do shit that's wrong.
That's right.
You get angry when they outside of the order of the Lord. Because guess what? You want them to live.
That's right.
They doing worse is gonna get them killed, man.
That's right. That's why the scripture said love is the fulfilling of the law.
That's right.
If I want you to, if I love you, I want to say, hey man, hey, whoa, you're not fulfilling the law. You're not, hey, wait, whoa, what do you mean you can go do this and that? The scripture say this and that. Okay, then you don't love because love is fulfilling the law, and then the reason why. Matter of fact, you got to understand the magnitude of it. In Joshua, they Achan was it Achan? He took the little idol. You know what I'm saying? And we was winning all these battles. As soon as that happened, we lost. Joshua, whoa, something wrong. Something's a bad apple. That's how great 1 week have to be on point. People die.
To show you, Lord, judge you by nation, man. You know, man alone, man. So I always say, what the fuck Esau talking about? That wasn't me, that was my forefathers. You get judged according to what your forefathers did, man. And guess what? You are your forefathers any damn way, man.
That's right. All right.
Start the verse above it. Like the Kroger and Jensen.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, starting with verse 18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and the gentle, but also to the forward. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward Yahweh endure grief, suffering wrongfully, for what glory is it, if when ye are buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently. But if, when you do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with Yahweh.
That's the actual definition of humility.
That's right, brother.
It's placing yourself on dirt. If you get whooped for something you know you did, what if you gotta accept like you know you did?
Right.
But if you get whooped for something you think is not deserved, and you still just take it, that's being humble. That's actually taking the low road. That's showing
3:17.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 17. For it is better if the will of Yahweh be so that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing.
right. So actually, you should be happy about the shit, man. Take it, because if you suffer for well doing, hey, the Lord is honoring that. Because when you do something wrong, you get jacked up for it. You better accept it, because now you're doubly wrong. Okay. So what you redeem yourself, man? When something that you didn't do wrong. It's like when you go through something you're not doing wrong. That's the stuff before the Most High. And for the record, if you're going through something, you always deserve it. Whether it's directly towards what you getting punished for at that moment, you earned that punishment.
Right.
It says who has perished the innocent. So that just shows the judgment of the Lord.
And
Who goes to win it?
That's right, brother. And you reap what you sow.
That's right. Exactly.
So you reap what you sow, you get whatever you get, you know you deserve it. I'm under afflictions right now.
So really what it's saying, the master should have is whenever some hell going, whenever judgment comes, and it says from the thrower or the gentle.
And that's the point. The point is some brothers gonna be rough, some brothers gonna be nice. And no matter what, if you feel that they are wrong, take the low road, say, you know what, I'm gonna put this before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna wait to him to vindicate me. I'm gonna get out of my emotions, I'm gonna humble myself, and I'm gonna say, you know what, Most High is gonna show it down the line. And then when the Most High show it back down the line, you know what that brother, the elder or that other man would say? Hey brother, the Most High vindicated you. You know, the Most High, you know, you were right. And, you know, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because the elders didn't do it intentionally. And I'm speaking now of the shit I've been through. All right. The elders, when the shit happened with me and the brothers here and so forth, man, I said, okay, you know, I'm going to put it before the Lord, and I did, man. The Lord let my situation be a situation to be an example for other men. Yeah, I was wronged, but so fucking what? Because you know how much wrong I've done? So the one wrong to me should oversee all the bullshit I've fucking done. 1 plus billions don't equal the same thing. We are all guilty. And the brother put the perfect scripture, getting punished less than our iniquities deserve, man. And the most exactive of less than what we deserve, man. So we have to remember that we ain't shit. Then you don't have that beef, because if somebody's going off, you're gonna bring it out in the scriptures. If you don't agree and they're over you, you humble down and let the Lord deal with it. Go ahead, brother. No, I was gonna say, you think the Most High is not in control? You don't think that He worked? You don't think that He established all of this?
Whatever happens was His will. It was His will.
That's right.
Whatever happened.
That's right. And He said we were going to have issues and problems and wolves amongst the flock. And that's just the revelation of a wolf. And a scrawny little puny ass wolf too, as it is. But if I told him, motherfucker, small in spirit, man. You want to sit over here and risk your salvation? The Most High said, get thee the love of the congregation. Not have us all cussing your ass out. Everything is against you, man. And all the rest of you fucking scoffers. And kudos to the ones who have been put out and still doing the work. They know who they are if they're sincere for the Lord. The Most High forgives them like we hoping for the same forgiveness that we both make it. Hallelujah. For those on the other side, fuck y'all, man. Yeah. Sick and tired of this shit, man. But this way the Lord set it up. So it's cool. I still don't like it. Because I hate the wicked, man. Most I said he hate the wicked every day. I hate the wicked every day.
This is verse 21, and this is good. It says, for even hereunto we are called, because Mashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow in his footsteps.
We're supposed to follow in the footsteps of Yahweh Shai.
Right.
He was humble, man.
Who did no sin, neither was gall found in his mouth. So now a man who lived perfectly still suffered. For nothing that he did on this side, we know was his prior lifetime, but that's just the example we follow. So what? You get cussed out on some shit you did something that you know was right. Be humble and just fucking take it, man. At the end of the day, that builds character. Matter of fact, it said that's acceptable to Yahweh, man.
Right. You
should be thankworthy that happens. Matter of fact, Paul and other disciples and Peter praised Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to suffer for his name. Because everything they was doing was right.
Yeah. And then if it's going off of that, when they were in prison, when they were rejoicing for being in prison, when they got beat, and they was happy that they got beat for the Lord. If you did do something and you know you was really righteous and somebody put you in a doghouse, you should be rejoicing to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that you're going through affliction to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man.
Yeah, matter of fact, I turn right to it.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Acts 5 and I'll just get straight to the point. 41. It says, and they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
Right.
So they counted it worthy to suffer. You know, they got, basically talked about, lied on. Then on top of that, it was the physical. You know what I'm saying? They got beat up. And they counted it worth, like they were worthy, like, wow, like, man, who are we to get beat up and, lied on and talk shit about? They took that and suffered that, proudly and thanked the Most High. Go ahead, brother.
It's Luke 6 and 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets.
Right. And so that's how they looking at us in the world. You know what I'm saying? So even when we worldly motherfuckers, just people in the world talking about you ain't shit no more, you this, you that, you a bum. You know what I'm saying? Hey, leap for joy. That's what my shot on Elo, jump for joy, like Mike did.
And, well, and regardless, when you read Romans 8th chapter, says the sufferings we go through now. So that's whatever sufferings we're going through right now is not worthy to be compared to the glory we're going to get.
For the record, a lot of that back that Peter's doing, it's not really suffering. You get chastised. Oh well. Some men are more harsh than others. It's said to the gentle and lowly.
Right.
Hey, and sometimes you may think this is what you're right about the time somebody handling it was wrong, but really could have went either way. Sometimes judgment just comes harsher, man.
Right. So wait a minute, Stocky brother. Sometimes Yahweh Shai want to smack the shit out you.
Right.
All right. This month Yahweh Shai uses us, man, and we know that this is Hebrews 101. Who's the voice of the Lord here on earth? Come on, man. Hosea, what is it, 12 and 10? I guess we must recap Hebrews for dummies. Because if you've been in the faith and you're supposed to be really diligent, you shouldn't be on. The proof is you get out, you put cast out. You're not.
Oh well, no. Once they got on you, then they wouldn't men the Lord.
Right.
They was the Lord up until they got on you.
So you've been following false prophets, so
the whole time.
And if the brothers say no, it was that brother's fault. The elder, he lied to the elder. So now the elder's dumb and they're not in the spirit there. Right. They can't perceive the whole matter. And the Most High ain't dealing with them.
Mm-hmm. And then all the brothers, coming against you now. Everybody wrong but you.
Woe is me. Woe is me. You're fucking with the nails, man.
So all of them. Everybody ain't the man of the Lord no more. You the only man of the Lord.
Now we got to find out, right? Where's your track record? Where's your fruit? Thine eyes shall see thy teaching? Where you at?
What's up?
Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitude by the ministry of the prophets.
So the Most High is speaking through us to the people. So amongst the prophets, the scriptures say that the prophets are subject to what? The spirit of the prophet. Get that. All right.
Another quick one.
Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Kings chapter 21, verse 10. And the Lord Yahweh Shai spake by his servants the prophets.
That's right. The Most High says what he said. That's how he speaks. He speaks through us. Tell us how to live, how to move, and have our being. And when we are disobedient, he fuck us up. He's done it since the beginning, and he's gonna keep doing it until this last go round, where after he fuck you up the hardest, the roughest, the meanest, you thought those brothers were mean. Wait till you see the judgment of the Lord. He said death by pain. But brothers don't, that's for sure, they don't fear the Lord. Right? Let's get back to those scriptures. Go ahead,
Father Wayne mentioned that it's about chastisement, you know, in that Peter. And this is Hebrews 12 and start at 5. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord.
That's right. Most High said, don't despise me with your ass. That's when the most, you know,
Yeah, because I was just thinking all out the truth and in all the bullshit that each and every one of us has done. Now, say some of the bullshit that we've done, it just was swept under the rug. You know, nobody knew about it. You knew about it. The Most High knew about it, and He didn't punish you at that time for it. But then here it is, maybe something you didn't do this time, but the Lord used His men to you get it wrong. You know what I'm saying, on this particular thing, but get it right because you got caught up finally for the bullshit that you did do. You know what I'm saying, that you never got punished for, you never got, corrected for, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So now that the Lord is using these men to get on you about something that could have been, something that you actually didn't do. You know what I'm saying? It was still the Lord that did it at that time just to, basically prove what you was going to do.
They can't receive that though.
Right.
Because the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit, man.
Yeah. Whenever somebody get on your ass, man, examine yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, if people in the world say certain shit, I think they're trying to make sure, okay, I'll make sure I'm on point. Just because that's what you gotta do, man, to examine yourself in all things. Somebody don't have any fucking knowledge to say something, man. Oh, man, you go ahead and check, double check, make sure I'm on point. I'll let you think back, man, I did this. I fucked up with this before. This is why this happened. I did this. I fucked up on this part. Even though I'm right on what's happening now, I'm going through this.
Right. And the proof of that is John 9 and 1. Lord, who did sin? This man or his mother that caused him to be born blind? You know, sometimes some judgments is a response for specific things that happened in the past, sometimes lifetimes, or during this lifetime.
I said it best. We read about Yahushua suffering, all right, while he was perfect this lifetime. So he technically suffered wrongfully. He still was getting punished for having from his past.
Right.
And Yahushua had character. That's what it's all about, man. Building character. Because when there's somebody come against you, you examine yourself. You think upon things, and you grow from it. This is Ecclesiastes 7. And
it's like and that goes into that love your enemy, man. The real enemy is the brother, man. You got off with at a particular time, man. Man, if you sit there, you really love that brother. You know that brother's been giving you this, giving you that, and helping you out. For the love of that brother's sake, you know what? I'm going to prefer another brother. I'm just going to humble down. I'm just going to hope the Lord fix it up.
Turn the other cheek.
Turn the other
Not
cheek.
going railing for railing.
That's right, man.
All that, man, it's the fucking end. It's easy to let some shit go. Hey, you expecting Yahushua, the Heavenly Father, I would let things go.
That's right.
The Sirach, I think the 6th chapter, I could be wrong, maybe 30 something. It tells you how does a man that is seek mercy, him that had no mercy, expect to get mercy.
That's right.
Okay.
This is easy. This is 101.
I got that for you too, bro.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 28 and 4. He showeth no mercy to a man which is like himself, and doeth he ask forgiveness of his own sins?
Right. You can't let some shit go. Respect the Heavenly Father and let things go.
Right.
All right. That's something personal. When things go wrong with certain situations, like dealing with people or something come up, I was thinking about how the shit I do affect the Heavenly Father. Like how's it towards him? So that means I can correct this towards him, so I don't have to go through the hill. I'm going through, man.
That's right, brother.
The reason we go through shit is because the things we done to the Heavenly Father. We disobey His word, and that's offensive to the Heavenly Father. even when we don't because of the flesh, that still offends him. He lets it go because he's merciful. So we have to be merciful as well. And also on Sirach, I think like this early on, like the 9th chapter tells you, hate not thy neighbor for every offense.
Right.
Well, sometimes you gotta let shit go, man.
That's the love of the brotherhood, man.
Right. Just let shit go.
You know,
That's what mercy means, love and kindness.
no, it's right. You're not gonna always like every brother and for what they do and their decisions or their opinions. Like LeBron is the greatest basketball player. I'm not gonna ever believe that bullshit. All right, but that's that brother's. That's that brother's opinion, man. And so he's, I don't know, I know. No, but seriously.
Can I start off on the scripture?
Go ahead, brother.
Sirach 28, I'm starting at verse 2. It says, forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee, so shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
Right. So if you was gonna be humble, hey, you make this long ass video response to my brother, you just kept preaching the word. You suffer wrongfully, you suffer, do it, and whatever. Preach the word.
That's it.
Because guess what? The Lord watches all. The Lord sees all. If you felt that the brother that kept was wrong, the Lord would expose him. Because you took justice in your own hands, now guess what? You turned out to be prideful.
Right.
That's what it boils down. Hey, Brother Rice, some years ago when I first woke up, he said it, he made it very clear. He was prideful, humble. It's one of the two. He said if you're not being humble, then what you being? Opposite humble, prideful. So there's only two options, prideful, humble. If you don't take the low road, you're being prideful. Bottom line.
And pride, to defeat pride, which means to gain humility, requires work. It requires application. It requires understanding, and you really to admit that you're a piece of shit. And once you really get and understand that, damn, you know what, I've done so much where the Lord should not take me on the chariot, and I should not be mad because I would not have took my ass on the chariot myself. If you think, no, I ain't been that bad. You already there. You already think you cool. No, you wicked. You either been wicked or you've been righteous. There's no in between.
The scriptures say, let all things be done to edification, right? Where's the edification in defending myself?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And putting up, how many part series was it?
5, 6, 7.
Right. You know, of all, you know, from what I hear, because I didn't watch nothing but 2 minutes of the first one, and then I couldn't bear it. When the scripture says not to justify thyself. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
I mean,
I was just saying, how are you justifying yourself? And that's not, is that edification? No. What you're doing is trying to make people look at you in a certain way, like, nah, that brother, he didn't do wrong. He right.
That's what it's called discord.
Right.
It's called discord because you're going to automatically make people have to battle on two sides and then push this blame on this brother and make him think some shit. And not one time did you bring any proof, no standard proof of anything or any charges that you charged him was anything that could be provable or is proof. It's all some your feelings, a bitch ass goddamn sound like all my motherfucking children, one life to live, general motherfucking hospital.
But where is the edification in anything that he said? Or are you trying to have one woman now? You trying to have one woman in the kingdom? You know what I mean? You know.
What woman being a virgin makes her righteous anyway? What's the big deal if the woman got it was a virgin or not? What the fuck does that do with anything?
Right. So what about all that shit? But then where is the edification in it? I'm trying to get edified.
And one red flag, man. If the demon of all demons come to your defense, nigga, you ain't right, man.
Right.
If Sakari come to your goddamn defense, man, hey, you one wicked ass nigga, man. Birds of a feather flock together, man.
That's all right, though. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
This Isaiah 64:6. For we are all as an unclean thing.
I mean, we're worse than a period, man. We're worse than it, man. We stank. And if you can't realize it and just take for a moment, I can just take a moment And think how bad right now we stink to Yahweh Shai. How dirty we are to Yahweh Shai. How unworthy are Yahweh Shai. You have to admit it. You have to meditate on it. You have to accept it. You got to.
Scripture say, all have sinned and come fall short of the glory of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. That's right. So that one scripture tell you, shit, we ain't good enough, man.
And you have to realize it. Look at yourself, man. Be honest with yourself. You're lying to yourself. You're hurting yourself.
Yeah, just like I was in the hospital a few months ago. Even though, and I was thinking, like, damn, man, it's fucked up in the back of my mind, like, well, I served this in there. I was thinking that, man. And I was like, well, it's Lord will. If you make it while I get well, then it's His will. If not, then it's going to accept it. Lord been having mercy, man. So He's been healing.
Man, we went over this last Saturday, and we've been in this vibration on our weekly sit down before camp. Who kicked the shit out of it? That's how I hope we can do the Esau. Long stuff. That's what's quick. This is Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter. And this is what, when they were tortured by Esau, this is the mindset of a real righteous man of the Lord. So Second Maccabees 7:1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren, y'all can read for me. Somebody, my voice is going.
Second, this is Second Maccabees 7th chapter. What verse you was in, bro?
First verse.
Okay, fine. Second Maccabees 7:1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to take swine's flesh.
So this is the Antiochus Epiphanes bitch ass trying to force our people to be wicked and eat swine's flesh, and they wouldn't do it. Go ahead.
It says, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
So now was they doing it wrongfully? Is that wrongfully to them? Did they do anything to Antiochus for Antiochus to do this? So they can say they got in trouble wrongfully, right? Well, let's see if these righteous men and this righteous woman said what they said. Let's see what the fuck they say when they went through afflictions, and the affliction they going through ain't shit what we going through right now. Until the Most High come back and make it a time unlike no other time. All right, go ahead.
Keep reading.
Yes, sir. We're gonna jump around. We ain't gonna read the whole thing.
Verse 2 says, but one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
First and foremost, we're ready to die than to transgress the law, right? But what happened? Did we transgress the law already? So we already deserve death. We're supposed to be ready to die for it. Well, shit, we already broke it. All right, go ahead.
Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the uttermost parts of his body, and the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
So they tortured them. They took off their limbs. They took off their extremities, their penises, their arms, their legs, their lips, their nose, and they threw them in a pot and start torturing them. And their family looking on, psychologically torturing, physically torturing. Go ahead.
Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded.
And Esau's going to do this shit again. It's going to get worse. Times is about to get hard, man. This is not the time to be playing fucking bitch ass goddamn cat wars and shit. You're supposed to be playing these scriptures for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, living it and believing it and teaching it correctly. All right, go ahead.
He commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan.
So they fried him in the pan.
And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus. The Lord power looketh upon us, and in truth hath comforted us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servant. So when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? But he answered in his own language and said, La'ah. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did.
So let's see what this righteous man said.
And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life. But the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life.
So he said, thou like a fury is taking us out, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who died for his laws to everlasting life. Go ahead.
After him was the third made a mocking stock. And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth
this is the main one I want. Go ahead, brother.
Holding forth his hands manfully, and said courageously, these have I, Swati, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despise them. And
so he said these, he's holding out his hands. See, I despise my hands. Why did he say he despised his hands? Because they got all kind of wickedness, man. Tell me you didn't do it, man. Tell me you innocent, man. And I tell you you're a Yahweh while Yahweh shy. And it's why you play with me, because I've been waiting for you to come back at this time. Because if you really are flawless, then you Yahweh shy.
Scripture says, man say you have not sinned.
Get it. Get it.
Can I jump to 18?
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 18, it says, after him also they brought the sixth, who being ready to die, said, be not deceived without cause, for we suffered these things for ourselves.
So we're suffering what?
We suffered these things for ourselves.
Won't you just let the Lord let you suffer a little bit? Humble yourself, look for why you was getting fucked up, and ask the Lord for more mercy. Say, ask the Lord, pray to the Lord, and say, Lord, Father, and I'm not playing. This is my prayer that I prayed for years, even before I came into the fullness of the truth. Lord, how do you expect me to make it to the kingdom if you don't give me the power to make it to the kingdom? How you expect me to be righteous if you don't give me the strength to be righteous? How do you expect me to get the knowledge if you don't open up my mind to get the knowledge? I need you to make it. If you don't help me to make it, I'm fucked up in the game, Father. Talk to him. Let him know. Then he'll give you the knowledge, wisdom that you seek. He says, seek ye shall find. And knocking the door will be open to you. Ask. Come on, man. Now pride come in, y'all that shit went right out the window.
And he says, for we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our power. Therefore, marvelous things are done unto us.
That's why the Lord has put us through all this beat, hung, raped, killed, pillaged. Go ahead.
It says, I'm going to jump down to verse 32. Verse 30. It says, while she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. And
are you willing to say that when it comes time to microchip? Are you willing to say that? When it comes down to when they say, if you don't do this, we're going to go ahead and take you, take your child, take you to the FEMA camps, kill you, leave you to suffer and die without nothing. You can say all what you want right now, but I tell you right now, we're going to see when that day comes. And I pray the Lord that he show mercy on me and the brotherhood, man, and our families, and that's my prayer. Okay?
Verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High. For we suffer because of our sins.
Right? Because we suffer for our sins. And that's it. So if you're a righteous man and you're going through the afflictions, man, take your afflictions righteous.
Because like you were saying, they had done nothing to Antiochus and these motherfuckers.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So he had the understanding, like, all right, ain't nothing that we did to you or nothing like that, but we
That's
suffer
what
for
we're
our
on.
sins.
That's right.
This is what we suffer.
That's right.
So when I get chastised, when I get rebuked, when I get whatever it is,
That's right.
I'm suffering for my sins.
That's right. And it's good to suffer now, because if you suffering now in righteousness, that's what gets you out of this jail, man. It's what get us out the jail. We're about to be done. The work is almost over.
So they didn't come out with no 6-part video series, saying that they didn't do this, they didn't do that. They only wanted one
Streaming
wife.
live from the spiritual world.
Oh, wow.
Right. Come on, man. Like Keyshawn say, man. Come on, man.
That's right. And brother GMS two-edged sword, in this flesh dwelleth no good thing. And
This is 1 John 1 and 5. It says, "This then is the message which we have heard of him, and declare unto you, that the Most High is light, and in him is no darkness at all. If we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another. And the blood of Yahweh Shai, his son, cleanses us from all sin. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves."
so who you pulling? Give that Sirach, second Ezra 1:27. Still one of my newer favorite scriptures.
This is 2nd Ezra 1 and 27. Ye have not as it were forsaken me, but your own selves, said the Lord.
Most I say, you fucking your own self up. That means you hate yourself. Man. Weren't you still holding that Sirach? Did you get about the pride beginning? Get a couple more. We're gonna go back to that one too, and we're gonna end in a few. I don't want to end telling you the truth, but it's really late at the hour. It was a late start, so we get back on task and then we just wrap up to the spirit.
Take it out on Esau, man. 4 or 5,000 dollars to get our hands on it.
That's right.
It's his fault when he starts.
Right. You ever want to finish that?
Back in verse 8, 1 John 1 and 8, it says, "If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us."
There ain't no truth in you. Most I, that's why we know you full of shit. We can see it in the first video. I knew he's like, this is done. This is done. You can't even do simple mathematics. You can't do simple mathematics. All the shit that you said that brother did for you, and you sitting tripping because of how he put a little judgment on you about your women and your certain situations, man. Like the scriptures say, humble down, man. You can humble down. That's your proof that you're a nigga, man. You're a fucking nigga. You ain't a man of the Lord. You better ask the Most High to forgive you. You better go out there and do the work by your goddamn self. And his tones, don't talk about this matter. You better go and just do the work. Feed the flock. Feed the flock. Feed the flock.
Verse 9. It says, "If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
That's right.
If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar."
So now you say the Most High is a liar. Now you say the Most High ain't shit.
"And his word is not in us."
This is Sirach 10 and 12. "The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from its maker. For pride is the beginning of sin. You that have this shall pour out abomination. Therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly." This is verse 21. "The fear of the Lord goes before the attaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof."
Right? So once you get in your head thinking that you did something and this brother did you wrong because he felt like this and he was not this and he should have been the leader, he should have been the leader, and all this other shit, and you want to go for the emotional shit, go sign up 6 times. This is bullshit, man. That's just a sound like, man. Sounds like garbage, man. It's saved, man, because it's like you said it before, y'all. It's all to edifying. Feed the flock. Feed the flock. Cock crew, feed the flock. What we're doing is feeding the flock. Any other brothers out there, don't get caught up in this madness, man. See what the scriptures are saying. Live right by the scriptures. This is your schoolmaster, it's these scriptures. It's our schoolmaster. You go in there and want to treat that brother. See how the brother brought the scripture. Peter said, suffer wrongfully. Any brother who got beef with another brother for who elder brother or a commandment or a suspension or a judgment on them, take it like a fucking G, gird up your loins like a man, shut the fuck up and keep on pressing on and endure hardness as a good soldier. And feed the flock.
This is First Peter's 5 and I'm gonna start. I wanted to hit verse 2 because you said the phrase before the verse.
First, follow the spirit, brother.
I'm gonna
Verse
read
2
verse 2
and
because
then
you
jump.
said it. Hey, First Peter 5 and 2. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking oversight thereof, not by constraint but willingly, not because we look at
Hold on.
ready.
Read that again.
First Peter 5 and 2. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you.
Again.
Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you.
Again, brother.
Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly.
But how?
But willingly.
Not by force, not by man, they made me. I don't want to be there. No, the Most High say, what? How many examples we need to pull out? Isaiah, or the brother who said, I'm too young, and Jeremiah. And come on, man. Not even it was Amos, the herdsman was out there to mention. I was up and tending some sheep, oxen. Jonah tried to run. You know what I'm saying? You should be like, okay, well, Lord, I'll do it. There's nothing wrong to say I'll do it. Because I believe Isaiah was the one who said I do it, but I'll do it. He said, who would stand up, who would speak for me? He said, I'll do it. You know, I'll tell him. And that's somebody who'll do it. Now, if the Lord put this in your position, he wants you to do what? Do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Come on, do it, my people. Do it.
Just do it. Do it.
There's no try.
Do it.
Come on, man.
This is First Peter 5 and 5. Likewise,
Y'all see I'm tired of saying, y'all know I'm ready to pass out.
I was saying you're gonna do it anyway because Lord wants you to. Lord wants you to do it, you're gonna do it.
That's right.
This is First Peter 5 and 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves to the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. And that word humble goes back to what is the Latin for homeless, it means proud. So basically dirt. So that's how you should be. Like the brother already read Isaiah. The elder Rob already read Isaiah. Our righteousness are shoot rags. So I have that understanding, man, you really got to take what comes your way. Especially considering the shit that do come your way is to build your character up.
Right.
It's that simple, man. That's the bottom line. It's to build your character up. And usually it's because you're fucking wrong.
Right.
I'm like this, you're usually the fact of not you're usually fucking wrong. Like that's just how it is, man. Now if you it may be times you may have not been wrong, you know, it happens. I've seen it, I've experienced it. Guess what? I know for a fact that it was something that I did that I got put in situation.
Hey, even when I got in trouble and got kicked out, a lot of shit was wrong with it, but a lot of shit was right too. You know, and I was off in several ways, and the most I had to clean me up. You know, and if I told the Lord that. I told him, I said, I know I'm guilty, and I can't say shit. We talked about it often.
It was like with a fine tooth comb. It was like, all right, well, you know, this was, yeah, I was there. This, I don't know about. But then there's some other stuff. Well, let me try to find myself. What am I doing? And then praying to the Most High to ask, hey, what are my ignorances that I still need to, you know, measure up or correct or, you know, whatever it is, because I know it's something.
That's right, brother.
This is verse 6. Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time. So the Lord, well, I'm gonna keep going. Casting all
break that
your
right.
care.
No,
Just to break it down.
go ahead, brother.
Casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Hey, so hey, even if you feel like you write about something the Lord's gonna have he's gonna bring that to light. If that's the case, man, because some shit is just let the shit go. Who cares? You already quote the scripture, Sirach. Some shit just let the fuck go. Who gives a fuck? Hey, but if it's something that's really as bad as you may think it is, and you right, and they just so fucking wrong, hey, the Lord will bring it to light, man. It says,
Or don't go to the elders. Contact elders and say, am I going off? And now this is a situation I need some counsel because I'm starting to feel some type of way and I don't want to be going into my flesh. But this is what happened from my perspective and how should I handle the situation? And you talk to the elders and guess what the elders will do? They're going to investigate the matter. They're going to settle it out and you're going to fucking take their judgment. Take whatever judgment. If it's against you, you take it. If it's for you, take it.
Right. The scriptures say, in my flesh dwelleth no good thing. You know? So, hey, shit, you always doing up to no good because you're still in the flesh.
All right, hey, even don't take that on discernment, man. Just go on the elders. You're gonna be going to the elders for petty shit, man. Hey, the Lord put brothers in our camps. Hey, and brothers and elders for a reason, man.
That's right.
If we all believe that this is the truth, then you gotta believe he's been around the Lord, which means he's been got the voice of the Lord.
That's right.
So brothers that get, and again, it says to judgment forward. Some brothers are just harsher than others, man. And you gotta take that deceptor and move forward, man. And examine your fucking self. As simple as that, examine yourself. Because yeah, maybe what they said was harsh, how they came about it was a little fucking rough around the edges. Hey, but guess what? You gotta examine yourself so take the meat from it, man.
Yeah, I perceive to the spirit. He's a soft ass motherfucker who can't tell a man yelling. It's like when we was at camp Saturday and the brother from Nigeria was like, why you cussing, man? Why you cussing? What the fuck you doing? I'm like, motherfucker, what the fuck do you care about if I use shit damn? I said, did I say shit? Did I say fuck you? Did I call you an asshole? Did I call you a bitch? Did I call you something? No? Then what the fuck do you care about how the fuck I fucking talk? That's some effeminate ass shit. But most time when you put judgment on somebody and they can't take that judgment, they disagree with that judgment, it's because they soft. You know, they fucking, what you mean? Because if you're, and then you're still guilty. You're still guilty. You're still fucking guilty. Because if you know in the pit of your heart that you didn't do it, and someone says you did and everybody else said you did, all you can say, well, I know I didn't do it, so I'm not going to let it get to me. You know, I'm just going to let it go. I have to let it go. This means the Lord must step in, faith, and he'll fix it for me.
Casting all your care upon him. Be careful.
Because he's the only one who's going to fix it. So, that's that story. We're done. Because you gotta get it.
It's Luke 8. This Luke 18:9. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others. 2 men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, even as this publican. I fast twice in the week. I give tithes of all that I possess.
Now, when it didn't sound like he was doing that, they're like, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. Right. It's the same thing this fucking Pharisees do. I did this, man. You could do all those things. And matter of fact, the time somebody give me real quick. When I troll not, you know, I'm talking about the TRO not, right there. You know what I'm saying? And unprofitable, you know, it's a public service.
All right.
This is Luke 17. And you want me to get straight to the point, or
go ahead, brother.
verse 8, verse 9.
Doeth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him?
He said, man, he did all the things. I did this, and you told me you wanted me to clean that. You told me you wanted to go out there in the highways and byways. You told me you wanted to make the sign. You told me you wanted me to shut the fuck up because I was going off. You told me this or that.
It says, I troll not.
No, you don't get thanked for doing what you're supposed to do, man. That's your job. They might say job well done or good job because you did it well, exceptionally better than some other day. Read it again, brother.
Luke 17:9. Doeth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I troll not. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say we are unprofitable servants.
We clean.
Say we are unprofitable servants.
I did this, I did that, justify myself.
Say we are unprofitable servants.
So in any affliction, because if you did what you're supposed to do, which means you did your job, that means you was on point, right? So if he really was on point, that the brother had bad judgment, the brother made this mistake, he did this and this and that was wrong. If he thought he was an unprofitable servant, he would do what?
He would have said, he was an unprofitable servant. We have done that which was our duty to do.
He would have followed the scriptures. He would have done the duty. What the duty say? Suffer wrongfully if that was the case. The very fact that you came against us, the very fact that you did. You can't keep the scriptures. That means you wicked. Okay? Oh, was there more than that? No, there's one.
Okay. It's Luke 18:13. And the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast.
So first he came, he was at the temple, but you would have damn near thought he was in the corner. You would have walked in and even noticed, wait, oh, who's that? Way in the back. He went all the way in the back. He stood afar off. He went all the way to as far back as you can go. And then he faced the east, because he was in the east. And then he couldn't even lift up his head. His head, he's like, and you know when you're really guilty, that shame to be on you. You don't even want to look at the camera. You don't want to look at the people. You don't want to look at yourself because you know that your ass was going off. And you're seeking mercy and redemption of Yahweh Shai. And you don't just say it. You don't say that and tell everybody and proclaim it. You know it. You live it. You go through it. And you get refined. You say, Hallelujah for the troubles of it. Water for the test of it. Teach me to be more patient of it. Teach me to listen of it. That's the way we're supposed to be. All right? And that's the spirit. Right?
It says, saying, God, be merciful to me.
Be merciful to me. Don't destroy me. Save me. Protect me. I want to be in the chariot. I want to get beamed up. I want to escape the missile. I want to escape the famine. I want to escape the death. I want to escape the torture. I want to say, nah. Goodbye. I'm serious. Man.
God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house, justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbled himself shall be exalted.
And with that, we're going to say, get your shit, motherfuckers. He said, get your shit together. And I'm talking to me and everybody else who, think they want to fight for the kingdom, man. We all are trying to get our shit together. And we don't got time to look at other ones and point fingers and shit. We ain't got time to not do what the main message of this lesson is. Feed the flock. Feed the flock. Everybody. Feed the flock. Okay? That's what we got to do. With that, we're going to say all praises and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles out in New York, the great millstone of GMS, How does all I came around the planet lifting up the name how about she out shy the truth in 630. That we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.